I know you and your folks can come down here from God knows where and be about as black as the ace of spades, and as soon as you get here, you start acting white and treating us like we your doormats. I know that you and your daughter ain't but a few shades from this right here.
I have a question. This is a good question. You guys are Indians, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Why is it that many Indians don't marry black people? But have you ever had a black boyfriend before?
Never. I wanted
so
to.
Has any of you had a black boyfriend or black girlfriend here?
No.
Come on, man. You guys gotta do something. Oh, who's single?
I hear this comment a lot online. Is interracial marriage really hard? First of all, everybody just assume that just because I'm Indian, my husband happened to be an Indian too. When they learn that my husband is actually Black American, the question shifts. How did you guys meet? Did your family accept? Was there a problem? How are you guys raising your children? Let me tell you, after years of being married to my husband, I realized the question is not whether who accept who. That's the wrong question. It should be the person, because that's exactly what happened with us.
All right, so what happened? I mean, like, what?
I get home, my parents ask me, do you know, are you dating a black guy? So I was like, yes. My dad completely flips. My mom's like, how could you do this to us? You're our only child.
The hardest part of my marriage was never about race. So what actually was? For that, let's dive into a quick story how we met. Clearly, we met online. We started chatting and stuff, getting to know each other. We were not exactly dating, and then he disappeared. Like, chats became much lesser and lesser. Long story short, my now husband comes back when he learned that I am single. He's like, girl, you're all mine. That's something I really talk about, how he is so direct. Immediately soon after he introduced me to his family, then he booked a ticket to India. For those of you who don't know, I belong to the group of Indian, which is the majority of Indians that you see online. Middle class upbringing that I am coming from with super hardworking parents. My question was, are you booking a hotel? Where are you going to stay? He says he's going to stay with my family. He wants to learn my family. He wants to spend time with my family. I was thinking a different thing. I'm like, we have squatting toilet. We don't have too many beds. We share like 2-bedroom kind of like apartment in American terms with a joint family. And he says, I will sleep on the floor. I'm like, okay, easier said than done. He booked the tickets and he did show up to my house. He stayed with my family. He definitely slept on the bed. We wouldn't do that to him. But he would sleep right under the broken AC, dripping water on him all night. I would say this. He came to woo me, but he wooed my whole family. They fell in love with him.
Here's some differences between American English and Indian English. When you want to move something to an earlier time, in American English, you say move up. And in Indian English, we say prepone. Next word, in American English, you say appetizer. Indian English, we say starters. Last word, in American English, we call this a flip-flop. Indian English, we call this slipper.
If I say there was no difficulty, I would be lying. The biggest problem was the communication. Although we speak English, American slang, style of portraying a sentence is completely different. I would Google a lot of terms. Mad means crazy, but he meant mad means upset. There are so many terms like such that I have learned, but he was facing the biggest problem. In India, our main household language is Hindi. My mom being from Punjab, which is another reason why my family was a lot open. My dad is a Bengali from West Bengal. My mom is from Punjab. We were already being brought up in a mixed culture family already. So we were pretty open to American. And we would speak in Hindi right in front of his face and he would not understand unless we actually opened up and decided to speak in English when he's around in that room. That happened much later, but yeah, that was very difficult on his end. And he would just get bored and go to the room or something. Marriage isn't about understanding another race. It's about understanding another human being. A bad marriage isn't fixed because two people are same race. Similarly, a good marriage isn't ruined because they are of different races. But race doesn't create something interesting. Stereotypes do.
You can't even bring up how well black people are doing in sports. Everybody gets all weird about it, which I don't understand because it's like a compliment, you know? Like, feel how weird it is right now. You know, I just brought that shit up. I'm saying something good, right? Or do you see the Olympics? Like, I love the 100-meter dash, right? There's always like 9 black dudes and that one token white guy in like lane 8. I'm just sitting there going, come on, man, one time.
And speaking of stereotype, Let's dig in. Early days when we were just dating, I learned he's black. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Rap music, hip hop, sports. But my husband taught me the true black culture, true black history, names like Nat King Cole, the whole history of jazz music, and many more. Let's keep that for a different video. Oh, my husband he is also an optometrist, a doctor, and he went to school with a lot of Indians too. So he surprised me big time knowing a lot about Indian culture in general before me even trying to quiz him or teach him. Similarly, he and his family also had somewhat stereotypes about India too, like Indian culture, curry, and whole bunch of Bollywood head nods and stuff like that. I'm not saying those are not true, but they are very much stereotypical. We used to live with our in-laws, and my father-in-law would be like, Marina, every time you cook Indian food, it's all day process. And I had to explain it to him because the cuisine I'm making, those are festive cuisine. Unfortunately, they take a lot of time just to prepare the masalas, the gravies. It's a process. And then he was like, oh, that makes total sense. I had to explain to them, Indian cuisine is not just tikka masala, your butter naan, goat biryani and stuff like that. We prepare those meals during festivals, weddings, etc. Regularly, we don't eat that kind of food. We eat simple food, vegetable, dal, chawal, roti. Most stereotype begins with observation. They become dangerous when we think everyone fits them. But surprisingly, our parents weren't worried about stereotype.
That's why I don't watch Bollywood movies, because I think they did one movie on colorism, and they had a white, like a lighter white passing actress
put on dark makeup
so
she could talk about the struggles of someone with
right, and people were like, well, at least they're talking about it. I'm like, no, there's literally half of the country that could have played that role.
But you're not in our circle.
Did my parents approve? What happened? Before answering that, let me give you a little bit of background. My dad is darker than the darkest family member in my husband's side. For those of you who think that Indians look somebody like Shah Rukh Khan or Aishwarya Rai, that's not true. Majority of Indians are really dark. I can safely say majority of Indians are darker than the blacks in America. The biggest concern for my family was, is he a real person? Is he safe? Because let's speak the truth. It's not possible for my family to buy a ticket to America, visa, and buy some hotel and accommodation to just verify whether this person is real or not. They know we are in love. They know we've known each other for years. They want to make sure if this person is really who he say he is. So I remember he was sitting on a table, and my extended family, my uncles and everybody was just like sitting on a table, right? And they were just asking them straight up questions, and he was nervous, I was nervous, and he did well. He was answering them all. But nobody said he is black. Everybody was concerned about whether he is a good person, a real person.
You went viral because of some of the wrong reasons.
I was posting some of my wedding videos. They got like 2.6 million views, 3.6 million views. Like, boy, were those comments hurtful. Like, to the point where it's like, oh, she married him for a green card.
At a contrast, his family was worried about a different issue. 90 Days Fiancé, scam artist. Am I just with him for a green card? Am I a gold digger? Will I just come in, take the green card and divorce him and stuff like that? Parents don't judge race. Parents judge character. And there are all types of people in every community, every group, every race. And then time passed on. I moved here. We had children. And that's when really interesting questions started. How do we raise mixed children? And here's my answer. Beyond black or brown, they are American. And my children embrace both the culture evenly, equally. Although I haven't been too well teaching my son speaking in English, which, by the way, more than myself, it's a concern for my husband. He is on me. But I am trying every day, having him watch all my favorite Bollywood movies. My kids jam to Bollywood music. So we getting there slowly and surely. My sons love both the food. He loves burger, but he also loves cheese paratha, aloo paratha that I grew up eating. We have introduced everything to my children. We celebrate 4th of July. We do firecracker, and we do firecracker in Diwali as well.
One thing I love about Indian culture is that there's a new celebration every week. So this particular ceremony that we do is called Varalakshmi Nobu, and it's a day that we light lamps, offer flowers. And while I love all the rituals and stuff, the real magic for me is honestly doing this with my family, especially my little mixed family. day. I just love the opportunity to share all these traditions with them. That's a wrap on this year's Nombu, sending you guys all the abundance in the world.
And the most important part, the faith. Do I have mandir? Do my kids do puja? Let me answer that question. I am coming from West Bengal. I am Christian. So in that aspect, I wouldn't be of that interest because my husband and myself, we both follow the same faith. My husband and myself don't want our children choosing between two cultures. I want them learning from both. America sometimes obsesses over identities. We care more about value. Am I forgetting my Indian roots? Did marrying an American made me less Indian? That's not true. Instead, I became more Indian, initially based on all the questions I was asked. The answers I didn't know, so I had to research, study, learn more about my culture because I'm a representation of that culture. My husband, he tells me, make sure you don't step out of the house without wearing bindi. Come at me in the comment section saying, oh, he tells you what to do. Yes, he tells me what to do, at least in this aspect, and I don't mind. And then becoming American made me appreciate America even more too. I learned about the American dream, how the whole structure works, how appreciative one should be coming and staying in this land, which is full of freedom and full of opportunity, regardless of how much people complain about it. That's for some other video, but yes, I appreciate America and everything America has to offer. People think interracial marriage is about learning another race. I think it's about understanding another person, what this person is like, what background he's coming from, what kind of surrounding he was raised in, the core of that person. And strangely enough, that helped me understand my own culture even more. Maybe that's why race never had been the most interesting part of my marriage. Instead, character always was. Let me know what's your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, thank you.